vacation.
That's right.
They spread the word out to everybody.
That's right.
I'll say two more things for, just in case anybody was curious. The incident at Sherman Way yesterday in DeSoto, that came out as an active shooter inside of a hospital. But it was a male mental who took a fire extinguisher. He said it was a day of his penance and they were coming to get him. So the people inside believed that there was being shots fired inside, but there wasn't. There was.
Where was this?
That was at 20800 Sherman Way, which is just past DeSoto on Sherman Way. And then if you guys live on Jason, anybody here live on Jason? There was a drunk driver that drove up and drove off the road and into the reservoir. He was arrested, and all the homeowners at the end are getting reimbursed, so that's been taken care of too.
Went through the fence and all of that?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
No.
When did this happen?
It happened last weekend.
And I didn't know?
That's why you come here.
I was waiting for those two questions, but
It was all over Nexa. You don't sign up for
What
Nexa?
time?
oh shoot, I think I got it if you really want to know, but it was late night.
It was all over.
After closing that
You don't
hour, I'm
get
sure at the
Nexa?
bar.
Huh?
You don't get the Nexa a little late? Nexa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what?
It happened at 3 in the morning
Remember.
on the 22nd.
Wow. How do I get that alert?
Yes.
It's on your-
What was the large gathering
Nick-
at Chase
Nixle.com.
Park? We came
Nixle.
in about 10,
Nixle.com.
10:30,
Where is it?
And there were a ton of cars parked there, and there was one police car,
I don't know.
you know? Okay.
I'm sure somebody called on him. Wait, you know what day it was?
What day was that? Robert?
Hmm?
At the park, at Chase Park,
What?
with that large gathering, there were tons of cars.
Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah. It was Saturday. They started late afternoon, and we came home around
10.
almost 10 o'clock, and they were still going. But at that time, there was a squad car, and saw two officers walking in that direction. And somebody said the second squad car showed up as well.
I don't know about that one. I'll take a look. You want me to give you guys a call?
What, and there's no barbecuing there, is there?
It's not supposed to be. I mean, that one night after our meeting, I went up there and there was 50 guys up there having a barbecue, and they took off running. So, but I was weird. I yelled at them, and they came back and everybody cleaned up. I was like,
Yeah,
they must have thought I had a lot more guys with me than it was just me.
We were in the park the next day, and we looked, and it was clean. So what I'm guessing is that the officers said, "Get out of here, but clean up before you go."
Yeah, I had to pick up everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
And I ran into an older gentleman. He was across Eccles or Chase, and he was pushing a shopping cart filled with, I think, plastic flowers all the way to the top. And I said to Bob, I don't think he belongs here.
That's a little weird.
And Bob says, oh, he's harmless. So I said, are you lost? And he came across the street, looked both ways, luckily. But then he says, I can't get to my house, and he looked for an address. He says, I live just down the block. I said, I don't think you want to go to Fallbrook.
How old was he?
60-ish.
Is he like
And he wasn't very
like
coherent.
European?
No,
accent?
Latino.
No,
not that guy?
I spoke Spanish to him,
Latino and
so-
didn't speak much
Okay.
English.
Yeah, and he's talking about, I think, Peru and just,
Oh, okay.
I mean, not, but he knows he lives in the neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
He just doesn't
You
know
know,
where.
he started walking rapidly towards Topanga. He may live down there.
Okay.
There was something else that I saw Tuesday. I was just reminded of myself. There was a green Plymouth Voyager or something, which I think is the car that delivers our newspapers in the morning. And they were going through the Blue Barrels,
Okay.
which surprised me. The guy,
A guy and a girl?
yep, short, thin guy with
Big
a
girl?
baseball cap.
Big girl?
I couldn't see her. She was driving. No, she wasn't big.
Oh, okay.
Are they Hispanic or white?
Yeah, they were Hispanic.
What were they doing?
But it looked like the car that delivers our newspaper. I went out there and said, if I see you guys doing this again, I'm going to call the cops. And they quickly drove off and south of Chase, they started all over again.
We've arrested a few people in the last couple of weeks doing that, but it's just a ticket, so if they're bold, they can just keep doing it until they go to court. Do the best we can.
So you have to write tickets for that?
It's a misdemeanor, but it's citable.
Right.
It's kind of like notice to appear.
Yeah.
They can extend that. And he's sitting on that ticket for a year.
You know, that group home on the corner at Faust,
Uh-huh.
the person who cares for the kids or drives them around, drives this white van, and I swear to God, she goes down the street like
I-
60 miles an hour.
Same lady every time?
No.
Oh, it's
No.
different people, but
Okay.
it's that same van that's
Yeah,
attached to that
I'll go
home.
talk to him tomorrow.
And I live at the corner of Sale and Chase. I mean, blows through the stop sign, turns on Faust, and my daughter lives on Faust, so I'm there a lot, and she just drives so
I
fast.
talked to the house mother about a month ago
For
about
that
that.
party? Or for the yelling and stuff?
No, about that white van.
Oh, okay.
And she said, oh, I'll take care of it. I know who it was. I described her.
Okay.
And
But it's been going on since
Yeah,
then?
I'll take care of it. Well, but apparently they still had it.
I'll go talk to him
Yeah.
tomorrow. Yeah, I'll go talk to him. Hopefully I fix it, we'll see.
But
Otherwise,
the good thing is the kids are under control.
they've been real good. If they have a problem with the kid, they kick him out if we ask them to, so,
It's just a heck of a lot better than when the boys were there.
yeah. Hey, boys in trouble. Girls in trouble too.
Be careful at the gas stations around here when you're filling up. At the mobile station at Fallbrook, I heard this at the police station. He didn't lock it, he was pumping, he had his cell phone there. Somebody opened the other side, took the phone. He bought it back on Craigslist for $180. And the guy was so good, he took his picture with the cell phone, and when I left, he was bringing in the picture of who stole it.
Yeah, some of them have that feature. They'll start snapping photos.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. There was one more thing that Sam had. A lady was followed from the bank, and the guy flagged her down and says, hey, you hit my car in the bank parking lot. And then got her out to look at it, and then his friend reached in and took her purse. So.
Well, what bank was
Not
that?
trying to make you guys paranoid, but we hear it also. I'm trying to get as many of them out to you guys as I
Yeah, well,
can.
Julie Rodriguez had a few cases in Fallbrook where they spilled something by the car
Yeah.
and were
It's a
telling
gypsy
them.
scam.
There's a lot of scammers out there, and they have their little things.
What bank was that, Dennis?
That was the, put me on the spot, the one by Robbins Brothers on Topanga Canyon.
Yeah,
Chase.
Chase.
You know, the gypsies have been down at the Wells Fargo Bank on Oxnard, and, because I've seen them, and the gal is stuffed to make herself look like she's pregnant. She's got a child. Same ones that were in front of the post office. They were also in front of pavilions on Platte.
Okay.
And in the bank and the market, I told both the managers, I said, they're doing something illegal, you need to get rid of them, which they did, and they got rid of them, so.
Yeah, Detective Rodriguez, I'll tell her that, because she's.
And they're still
doing the case.
panhandling with their signs, so.
Yeah. Gypsies are good at
Is there
that
signs?
stuff. Yes.
Something odd happened a few weeks ago to us. We were independently in two different cars at a friend's house off Stratford and Topanga.
Mhm.
And I pulled out first to drive home, and we're off just north of Nora in Topanga. So we were just driving that little stretch. And when I pulled out of my friend's house, there was a car on the street at the stop sign waiting, lights on. And when I went to the light, they got it behind me. And they followed me down to Topanga and then onto Prairie. And I was watching them, because it's, onto Topanga, it's fine, that's a busy street, but onto Prairie, I was like, that's weird.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know what to do, but then the headlights disappeared. I thought they pulled into a driveway, so I thought, all right, I think I'm okay to go home. I pulled into my garage, expecting her to pull up next to me, and this strange car pulled into the garage with me. Yeah, that was my reaction. I had luckily some little common sense. I had stayed in the car and kept my doors locked. And I looked at them and I was like, what are you doing? And they looked at me and did this. I'm like, and then she pulled in behind me. So I think that prompted them to leave, but it scared the heck out
What
of me.
kind of car were they in?
A white Ford Flex.
Yeah.
That's a big car.
Yeah. And they looked like they were in their 50s. They looked confused. So I don't know what they were doing, but they looked sort of like
Were
they
they white
were
guys or
expecting to.
strangers?
I didn't know them.
Oh.
They looked like they were expecting someone else. To,
Well, what
they
nationality were they?
They weren't white, but I didn't know what they were,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's not helpful.
At the time?
No,
we didn't.
we were. No.
I didn't think they were license plate or anything.
She was behind them. They were in between us.
I
What's
didn't
your
realize
address?
you were following it because on Topanga cars follow each other. And so I don't realize.
22 what?
012 Glen Hill Street.
Go ahead.
Scary.
Okay, maybe after the meeting I'll get some more info from you.
Don't you think it's a good idea to blast your horn when you're in trouble like that and don't know what else to do? If you blast your horn, somebody...
If you feel like you're being followed by anybody, you know, just drive to the police station.
Yeah.
They're probably not going to follow you, but you thought you lost them, so.
Well, I thought about it, and then I said, if they're still behind me, I'm gonna just keep going straight and go back onto Topanga, but I didn't see them.
Yeah, yeah, well, you know, there's, yeah, I'll talk to you more about it, but if you feel like you're being followed, you guys all live close enough to the station, just drive straight there.
You have an alarm button on the key.
Oh, we each
I
have a
think
big
I would've
dog in
just
our car, so that helped too.
Set off my.
I mean, I like to be optimistic, maybe they thought you were somebody else they were following you, and
Yeah.
they were like, what the hell just happened, you know, but, I don't know. I
Turn
think
the
if they were
lights
gonna
off.
rob you or something, they would've made their move, right?
I think so, because it's been like, it was like 2 weeks now.
Okay. All right, well, I'll talk to you guys more about it. Thanks, guys.
You know,
I'll hang around for anybody who has anything.
Yeah, I have one more thing after.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead and finish.
I have a telephone pole in my backyard, and I get very complacent because I have people like every couple of months from DWP, from wherever, climbing the pole, tree trimmers getting the trees away from the lines. I get complacent. And when I get somebody knocks on my door or rings the bell, and they say, well, we have to climb your pole because one of your neighbors isn't getting any reception on their television or whatever, I automatically say, oh, okay, and close the front door and go